The world is constantly changing, and this time it's for the worse. However, chaos comes with two things: destruction and opportunity. And I've found a way to manipulate the entire world and the market into giving me tons of money. I'm talking millions of dollars with e-commerce. And I've been using this method for the past 3 years, and it's been hidden secret for a long time now. Now have a look at this store right here, which made me over $100,000 the first 21 or 25 days of running it. And then have a look at this store right here. Both of these stores have one thing in common, and if you can just understand this simple concept, you'll no longer be dropshipping randomly without finding winners. What if I told you that there's an actual way to make money? It's just that it's been gatekept, a way so bulletproof that even an idiot will be able to make it work. Because there is. The gurus just don't want you to know about it. So today I'm changing your life forever. But stick true, because this will be the single most important and valuable dropshipping video that you have ever seen. And I think you will thank me for teaching you this strategy.
Last but not least, I want to thank me.
So before that, let's have a look at the current situation of the world. We all know what happened 2-3 years ago. I mean, I couldn't even fly around Europe during that time. I felt alone and isolated, but I also made more money than ever. As the current state of the world, we are on the bridge of a full-on world war. And if you don't believe it, you gotta stop being naive. What's going on is truly terrifying. In fact, it's so scary that emergency equipment is sold more than ever. And the first result I showed you was of a store that I was running with a complete beginner in that niche. And by the way, I will reveal all the products later in this video too. Now, you don't have to necessarily capitalize on crisis to make a ton of money. I got another way to do it as well. The past month, I've made tons of money capitalizing on the trendiness of Bitcoin. So let me show you the strategy, saving the best option for the end. So don't click off, because this will change your life. So if you have a look at this right here, you can see that the Bitcoin cryptocurrency is at an all-time high of 67,000. It actually peaked 70. That means that if you invested down here, by the way, you would have made like a 3x on your money, to not even talk about altcoins, okay? But this video is not about crypto. But what this means is that this is getting mainstream now. People are catching on to it, and we're getting closer to the top than we have been in a very long time. Now, this raises crazy amounts of awareness. I mean, when your local taxi driver starts talking about his crypto portfolio, it first of all, maybe it's time to sell, but this is where people are paying more attention than ever. We are currently in a bull market, which happens every 4 years. And people cannot go to sleep without checking their Bitcoin. They stay up all night because of this. So what we can do is capitalize on it. As you can see on AliExpress here, I searched a Bitcoin tracker. Okay, I found this product a couple of weeks ago and I made some good money with it. Now the product itself is self-explanatory. I mean, it's just a Bitcoin tracker. So if you have a look right here, you can press Bitcoin and it's going to show you the different amounts that is worth right now. We can see Ethereum, and this one updates in real time. So if you don't want to be on your phone or you're working, this is the perfect accessory to have next to your workstation. And I can assure you, people are buying this right now based on a short-term trend. So what we can do is we can take the Bitcoin tracking link right here from AliExpress. Then what we can do is we can use AutoDS. This is the best supplying feature right now. And they launched something that makes my dropshipping strategy 10 times better. I mean, it's just insane, but I'll show you more about that a bit later in this video. But if you want to run this product, for example, you simply just go up here to add products. You click single import. You take the URL from AliExpress and then you can quickly edit it. Then we're gonna do is we're gonna just shorten down the name, call it Bitcoin Timer. Then you can also add it to the collections that you're gonna have on your store, and you can use AI to optimize the title. But for now, we're just gonna click save and import, and it's gonna be added to your Shopify store. So here you can see the status is in progress, and in just 10 seconds now, we're gonna have it. And there we go. Item has been added to the store. So if you now go ahead and refresh our store, we actually got the product right here. Now we'll link AutoDS in the description. But like I said, with this software, you can do something that's just insane. So with the stress going around the world now, people are terrified. A news article was published by Sweden a couple of weeks ago about a potential invasion. And personally, I don't think it's likely at all that they will be going into a full-out war. But the people do, okay? And they are nervous. I remember seeing this all over TikTok. Everyone was freaking out. So what can you do in this situation to position yourself? Well, you can sell some emergency equipment. In fact, let me show you a product that I was running 2 years ago with one of my students, and how we went from $0 to making over $100,000 his first month dropshipping. I mean, he was a complete beginner, okay? So you can do this as well. Because when this whole situation in Europe started like 2 years ago, I think you know what I'm talking about. Everyone started to get nervous. There are neighbor countries that are nearby who wants to prepare for the worst, and we can't blame them. So what we're gonna do is we're simply just gonna supply them with things that makes them feel safer. So here we can see the product. It's an emergency radio, okay? So if, for example, the power goes out, you can use this product to get radio signals, you can use it as a flashlight, and you can also, like I said, hear from the government what is going on now, stay updated. And third, you're gonna be able to also charge your phone. So how we marketed this is we made a store, and the headline and ad said, what do you do when the power goes out? Because obviously on these ad platforms, you're not gonna be able to talk too much about specific things, right? There is guidelines to follow. Now, the good thing is people have this in the back of their mind, right? So you selling a product like this to the types of people who are worried about this is gonna make you just a fortune. And I believe right now is a better time than ever to sell these kinds of products. And if you try it, you're gonna thank me because it will change your life. Now, we were selling this product on one product store. We sold it for around $39, and we also managed to hook it up with supplier. So you got the cheaper deal, and we had around a 40 to 50% net profit margin, and it instantly worked day one. Now, let me show you what is actually crazy. On AutoDS, they have a filter that fits perfect for my personal one country dropshipping strategy. You want to come over here to the marketplace, then you can hit trending products. We're going to go ahead and search for multi-radio. So if we scroll down, as for right now, they don't have the exact same one, but it truly doesn't matter because you can just import it from AliExpress. But when you find your product, I want you to click on it. And what you're gonna get is so much data that AliExpress would have never given to you. First of all, you're gonna be able to see when people started selling it like crazy. And that has been lately, and no wonder why. And then the absolute best feature is you can see which countries it's selling it. So we can see here, there's some pretty competitive countries, right? And no wonder why it's selling so well in those countries. So this all makes good sense with our strategy. We can also see the shipping time over here, by the way, and the actual cost of the product. But if we scroll around, we can find countries where this type of product can be relevant, and we can see the competitiveness. So if we, for example, look at the first page, I would say let's stay away from these 3 top countries because they're simply just very competitive. People are crushing it there. So if we come over here, we can see that, oh, it seems like nobody's selling this in Italy, or it seems like nobody's selling this product in Sweden. For example, in Italy here, 0.58% of the distribution is there. It's a completely untapped market, but they might have the same mindset around the product. So by using AutoDS, we can identify untapped markets, get the most secure and fast shipping, tons of data on our product, and import it to our store in seconds. Now, I'm going to link AutoDS in the description of this video. They'll give you a 30-day free trial, which you got to take advantage of right now because it's the best fulfillment software ever, and it comes with so many other good features. You can do product research as well as analyze where the good markets are, and also get fast and secure shipping. Now, when you do this strategy, there's a few things you need to know about. First of all, many European countries have VAT, okay, which is a tax of a small amount, and you want to be aware of it to see if it's applicable to you. And if it is, you have to pay a little bit of taxes on your ad accounts. But trust me, it's so worth it as the margins we have on these stores are upwards to 60% net. Secondly, different countries have different payment methods, okay? So if you're selling in, for example, Germany, they're big into using PayPal. So you want to have that for your store. So always make sure that you do your own research ahead of time to make sure you don't get tons of outbound checkouts because your payment getaways doesn't fit the country. Now, the next thing you can do once you find a trend for an audience where you capitalize on a certain thing, for example, Bitcoin, you will get a customer list of people that bought the product. And if something similar happens again, you can start testing your product simply with email marketing. So let's say for the emergency equipment, right? This thing gets really, really real. We can, with our previous store, send out a mass email to all our old customers to test if the product is going to work. And if our email campaigns to our past customers converts and they end up buying the product, we know we might have a winning product and is worth running ads for. So by doing this, all you need is to hit one winning product, and then you can actually, in the same niche, Test new products with zero ad spend by sending emails to your existing customers to see if they like it. This makes dropshipping relatively cheap. And if you want to learn from me personally how to do this, I have a mentorship available right now. So if you're serious about changing your e-commerce game, you can send me a message on Instagram right here. But instead of competing for the dollar in America, selling basic dropshipping items that are just saturated or just very random and short term, it's better for you to capitalize on trends and move from one thing to another, scale the store like crazy. And you know what you can do after? You can sell it for tons of money. So I want you to sit down and think, what is something ongoing right now that you can capitalize on? And you most likely have a store to the right country that'll make you so much profit. So in general, dropshipping is very good too if you do it more like to catch pumps, a bit more short-term and fast-paced. So instead of looking for products, look for problems and then search a bit around and find a product that solves it. You're basically reversing the whole product research and you end up catching trends super early. This small switch of your product research mindset will change your game forever. Now that's it for today's video. I wanted to make a quick update for you about this strategy because I know it's just gonna make too much money right now and I want you to be a part of it. If you like it, remember to click a like on this video and subscribe. This was just a quick update video for me, so I'll see you next week.